It's your boy Unicorn Rider for Trap House Detail, and we came back to check up on the 04 Cobra that we did, the Oxford White Cobra. So we did a two-step correction, and then we installed IGL Kenzo, which was a 5-year coating and 10H. So, and it also has graphene. So we already did our test. I think it looks pretty good. I think I spent something like 2 or 3 days on this car. I can't remember, but I know we put in a lot of time to make this car look like that. And I know on camera it doesn't really do much justice, but trust me, when this car is out, it looks very glossy. Hard to see how glossy a white car is on camera, but man, this thing looks super good. Anyways, so I'm gonna probably edit the video. I'm gonna chop and screw it. We're gonna chop and screw it. We're gonna do some editing, and then I'll post this video to YouTube. Anyways, you know what it is, Trap House Detail. I'll knock your world out, cause I love you. All right, we gotta go. Bye. Wait, that didn't make sense. I told you I was gonna edit the video for YouTube at the end of this intro or beginning. Okay, we're a little. Anyways, enjoy the show. Peace.
All right, guys, and here we have it. We have JP's 04 Cobra. The color is Oxford White. I don't really like white cars, but I do like Cobras, so we'll make an exception for this car. He keeps it pretty clean, regularly maintains it. So this car's actual surface wasn't bad at all, very slick. The last service we did for this car, I think, was IGL Premier, which was a ceramic sealant. Now he wanted to get a two-step correction, and then he wanted Kenzo installed on it. So that's what we're going to be doing today on this car. And check out his engine bay. Man, look at that. Probably one of the cleanest engine bays I've seen on a Cobra in a long time. All right, so we're going to start the whole decontamination process. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a 3D pre-soak. So we're going to foam down the whole car. We're going to let it sit for some time, let it break down some of that grime, let it break down that IGL Premier sealant that I applied on it. And we're just going to give it some working time. Let it break everything down, and then we're going to rinse it off. Moving on to the wheels. Now that we rinsed off the car, we're going to be using PNS Brake Buster. We're just going to foam down those wheels and tires, and we're just going to give him a quick cleaning. His wheels, like I said, he takes care of his car, not too bad. Barrels were clean, but I still want to give him the full service, so we're going to go ahead and foam it and bust out the tools, give it a quick cleaning, and then move on to the mechanical wash of the car. All right, and here we go. We're gonna start the contact wash. We're gonna still be using 3D Super Pre-Soak. Super Pre-Soak is a high pH soap, so it's designed to break down old waxes and sealants. Does a really good job of getting a lot of the grime off if you let the soap sit on the car for at least, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much sun is outside. Pretty safe for the car. I haven't had any issues with this soap, and it does, like I said, a really good job at surface preparation. As soon as we're done doing this mechanical wash, we're going to move on to the clay and the iron remover to complete the exterior detail of the Cobra. So we just finished rinsing down the car coming off the contact wash process. Now we're applying PNS Iron Buster to the car. This iron remover works pretty good. I've used the Meguiar's iron remover, and I've also used 3D BDX, and this one seems to have a longer cling time, and it seems to act a little faster. You can see the iron buildup right there by the scoop, and this thing does a pretty good job. I really enjoy using Iron Buster. All right, so now we're moving on to the clay process. Sometimes I use a clay bar, sometimes I use a clay mitt, just depending on how bad the surface is of the vehicle that I'm working on. In this case, the Cobra surface is pretty slick. It's not bad at all. So there was just some rough spots, so I chose to use a clay mitt instead of a clay bar, as the clay bar would have been way too aggressive for the surface of this car. And so I just use it on the windows, on the paintwork, and make sure we get all those areas, as we will be polishing the car right after this. But yeah, give it a try, guys. Sometimes a clay mitt will do, and sometimes you're gonna need a clay bar, so just pick and choose accordingly. Alright, so we're doing the final rinse down of the car. Something I want to talk about real quick is, instead of using spray detailer or a clay lube, I decided to use the soap as my clay lube. And the reason I chose to do this is because I didn't want to rewash the car to get rid of any of the spray detailer or whatever's in the clay lube. I just wanted to get to drying the car and go straight into polishing. So after drying this car, you know the surface is ready because it's very sticky, not sticky, but very dry. There's no slickness to it. It's ready to go. We're getting to the cut process on the Cobra. We're going to be using a Rupes blue wool pad in combination with 3D1. I feel like this was an excellent combination for the type of paint on this car. And we're just going to go over the whole car and make sure we get as many defects as we can get out without damaging the clear coat. All right, so we're switching it up. We switched off the mid-lead from Rupes, and now we're on the Mark 15. And we also are using a Lake Country HDO orange polishing pad with a finishing polish to refine the finish on the Cobra's paint. Yeah, man, this is the final step. I know when I get to this part, I'm starting to feel a lot better and excited to see the finish. Here we go, check it out. We got the light on it, and let's see what this looks like after cutting polish. Now that the paintwork looks pretty good, I'm pretty satisfied with it. We got to remove all those polishing agents and get this surface ready for Kenzo. So we're just going to spray some pre-coat, and we're going to wipe down the whole car and get it ready. If you've been watching all the way to this part, thank you guys. So we're about to open up my ceramic box and pull out Kenzo. Kenzo's a two-part system. So first you get a top coat, and then you get a base coat, and both of them have different flash times. And it's very important to adhere to those flash times, or else, well, you're not gonna have a good day. So we're gonna get ready to apply the coating. Unfortunately, I did not show the application of the base coat, but right now we're applying the top coat. You always want to put a little extra on your first application to get that applicator ready. And just go ahead and do your crosshatch patterns and get ready to buff it off. And let's check out those final results. Well, the time has come to say goodbye. We have finished the installation of Kenzo, the two-step, and I had a blast doing this car. Right now, what you see me doing is signing the certificate of authenticity and his warranty card, because we do give a warranty with these type of installs. So shout out to IGL for that, making it very professional. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.